Good evening and welcome to playoff hockey here at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon, where tonight your Panthers will take on the heated backyard brawl, Canon-McMillan once again. Playoff action here for the right to play at Mellon Arena a week from tonight. I'm Kirk Carruth on your Panthers television network, and we'll pause for the national anthem. By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Beautifully done rendition of our national anthem, and folks, trust me, that is not an easy song to sing. Well, I've been broadcasting for 7 years, and I have never seen it packed to the facility to the rim here. We have the booth in full gear with the MSAsports.net next to us. We have the Almanac here, and once again flanked by our camera person tonight, Bonnie Livingston. A special thanks again, Kirk Carruth on your high-definition Panthers television Channel 7 network. And they are filled to the rafters. Coach Harford, another Surma retiree, and boy, it's standing room only, folks. Boy, I tell you, we took the show on the road about a week or so ago to Canon-McMillan, and boy, what a hostile environment that was. Panthers coming away with an impressive victory and to seal the first place of Section 1 to get a big-time first-round bye. Bonnie, we don't even talk about that often, but that is a big-time bye because the winner of this game earns the right to make it to the Final Four, which will be played at the Mellon Arena a week from tonight. So standing room only. They're even upstairs in the rafters, and a heated rivalry. Kind of reminds me of the football rivalry, if you will, with the Baltimore Ravens and Steelers, where not only did we play them twice during the regular season, but met them in the playoff round, and this is the same. These two teams split in the earlier part of the season, both actually losing their home game. The Panthers lost the home game here earlier in the month of February and sealed the deal at the South Point rink in Canon-McMillan. So Panthers coming off a season impressive first place record of 14-4-4, and followed closely by Canon-McMillan at 13-9-1. And three teams are already in the Final Four, and this will determine the fourth. Shaler to play Mount Lebanon, and tonight's winner will play Seneca Valley. So Mount Lebanon, I hear, beat Pine Richland, the #1 seed. So kind of an interesting, another comparison here to perhaps the Steelers' Super Bowl victory of 2009 and Super Bowl 43, where the Arizona Cardinals kind of were the NFC participant. And kind of when you have Pine Richland get knocked off, who knows, folks? This could be the year of the Panthers. But the game at hand, the boys are ready. A week off, and hopefully they take it to the next level here. Panthers traveling right to left on your TV dial in their home whites, flanked with a trim of black and red. And a good shot on from Nagy in the corner here, and Reggett, goaltender #1, will make the first early save here. Canon-McMillan in their interesting blue, yellow, white, and black trim away jerseys, and looks very impressive on the ice. Matt Reggett, the standout of the last Canon-McMillan game, a very impressive evening, stopping the high-powered offense of Canon-McMillan. But I got to tell you, the Panthers hung in there incredibly that night, and I think actually might have even trailed 1-0 in that game and came back. Taken by Captain Lewis, number 5, and he's going to dump it in behind goaltender number 1, Reggett. That'll be played around the corner by Schneiders. Comes back to the captain for Canon-McMillan, Lewis, once again, and he'll corral it to his defense partner. Finally going to be picked up at the neutral ice area by Schneiders. Goes back to the senior captain, number 8, Eric Surma. And both of his brothers are here from college break. And we have a lot of the alumni here as well on this March spring break from college. Big hit there by Klein in the corner, and sometimes, folks, you have to take matters into your own hands. And a big-time shot, and he'll bank it out of the zone, and the Panthers will look to change here at center. It is absolutely deafening in this rink tonight. A lot of emotions, and I'm sure, I got to tell you, I was at the Penguin game the other night in the overtime victory against the Panthers, and that third period, folks, was electric. And it kind of feels like that same environment here. I think this game could be determined by who gets that early lead and keeps the fans in this game. So far, pretty controlled hockey here. Not many chances. I think Canon-McMillan with only the only shot on goal here. I don't believe the Panthers have registered their first shot yet. And it looks like we're going to have an icing call here as it shot the length of the ice. They'll touch up. And with 12:58 remaining in the first, we're still scoreless here at 0. Nice to see. We have the voice of the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Oh, a big hit there in the corner again. A shot, another couple saves, big time by Reggett. Voice of the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils, Bob Sebastian, and he'll be calling the penalties and the goals this evening. That's an added bonus, as we have not had that all year. We've had to rely on the 2 eyes. And oh my, it is just absolutely deafening in here. And there's nowhere to stand. Taken by Escherick in the corner, and he's had a phenomenal year. Another senior assistant captain, big-time hitter, taken by number 55, Mitchell Lewis, and he'll ram it behind the goal, and the Panthers look to change. Taken by Schneiders, and he'll dump it back, and right back on the attack. Here comes Canon-McMillan on a mini break. Centering pass, oh, and a good defensive effort there by Surma, and that's how you play the body, folks. Got back late in the play, but Surma with a brilliant effort from 15 to thwart the offensive shot. Back to the point where Lewis will take a drive, and a good save by Reggett, and he'll stick it into the corner. So again, it's been all Canon-McMillan on the offense here, right back on the attack, and that shot's going to go wide. Reggett in play, a centering pass taken by the corner and chipped out by Schneiders. Right back on the attack, here comes Canon-McMillan. Taken by Serm, and he'll look to take that around to Sellup, and that's our first look at number 96 tonight. Big-time offensive scorer, Justin Sellup, right back on the attack, and that's going to go by the mark where it's picked up on a heavy check in the corner, and that'll send Sellup off his blade. Taken by number 11 here, Klein, and he'll wrist it right around the corner. That comes back to Schneiders, back to Sellup, and he'll dump it down deep. Play is still loose. Comes back to the neutral ice area where the Panthers will regroup. 10:53 remains here in the first. We're scoreless, and a very, very fast-paced first period. Play is taken by number 9, Strimmel. Centering pass, and another good play by the defense to Ganji, and that has been a stellar part of the Upper St. Clair Panthers' success this season. 3 incredible defensive lines. And they say, folks, that defense wins championships. And I think that's going to be a big test for the Panthers to advance here. Kind of hard to believe that you meet in the first round of your playoffs, the team that you were battling for first place. But boy, that's what a first round bye will do to you. You basically have made it to the Elite Eight, if you will, and a heavy hit there on DeGangi in the corner, and that'll get the Canon-Mac fans up in arms, and a good play by DeGangi as he shakes that off and just skates away. I think the Panthers here are going to have to maintain some sense of discipline, and again, one of the nice traits about this Panther team is they generally don't take stupid penalties here. And we're going to have puck going to be flagged down here because of a high stick, and they're going to face it off all the way back into the Panther zone, where both teams will go on a wholesale line change. So 10 minutes even remaining here in the first, and we are still scoreless at 0. And we're going to have a do-over here. Face-off perhaps was not dropped properly, and we'll do it over again with C.J. Murray, number 18. Another lower classman that has been a tremendous addition to the varsity team this season. Back to Phillips, and that play, a screenshot will go off the mark. Good forechecking here by the Panthers as they've got Cochran and Segerdahl out there. Comes back to Segerdahl, and he'll avoid a check. Going to be picked up here by number 17, D'Alessandro. Oh, and a big-time hit by Phillips. And you'd have to be here to believe that shot. Boy, number 10, Parker Phillips, just throwing his weight around, and he's been doing it the better part of the season here. Oh, a shot by Esherick and a big save by the goaltender. Right back on the attack, a mini breakaway. And Lewis with a defensive effort, backhanded shot. What a save by Reggett. And folks, it's end-to-end here. Good scoring opportunity for the Panthers, and right back on the attack comes Canon-McMillan, a deflection on, and a good save by Reggett. Wow. Once again, Panthers trying to change here where Godfrey's going to take it. A backhanded shot will be kicked aside by Reggett. Another shot comes right back on. Reggett's probably faced about 8 or 9 shots here in the first 6 minutes of play. Right back on the attack comes big number 11, Klein. He fakes a draw, goes around the defense, looks to center, and he's got Sellup in front. Oh, and a shot. Big save by the goaltender. Another shot, it's loose. Still comes around. Goaltender number 26, Ryan Polonis. And another big save, and we faced him last game at South Point. Man, quick line changes here on both teams. Looks like the Panthers are going to catch them on a line change. Oh, right on to Sellup, and he's going to come down. Shot by Klein, and we're going to have a penalty here. And I think the Panthers are going to get a first opportunity here and an interference call, and it is absolutely louder than you can imagine here. Panthers are going to find themselves with the first man advantage here, as at the 8:01 mark, we're going to have a 2-minute minor for interference. And they have not sent anybody into the box yet here, but reluctantly, looks like number 29 reluctantly is going to go into the box, Alex Pahakis. And we have a 2-minute for interference call here, and boy, I tell you, a big-time scoring opportunity for the Panthers. Puck was kind of on edge when it came out, and I think Sellup took a big check and probably drew the interference call. And boy, when Klein tried to tee it up from 20, it kind of was on edge. But the Panthers, nevertheless, will draw first blood here with a power play opportunity with 8:01 to go here in the first. Faceoff is won and controlled by number 15. And he'll drive it down deep where the Panthers will regroup, where Murray will outlet that on the left-handed shot of Klein. Little drop pass, and a little nifty play. Looked like a set play, and once again, oh my, I don't know about that. The spring-loaded arm went up by Chet, the referee, and he's going to be flagged with Eschrick's going to get the gate for a tripping call here. I think he made a conscious effort to dive to stop a breakaway, but the referee indeed deemed that a tripping play came, and that will negate the man advantage for the Panthers. So we will skate 4-on-4. And in 1 minute and 39 seconds, the Canon-McMillan team will have a mini power play of their own for 21 seconds. Face-off won and neatly controlled by the Panthers, where Phillips is going to take the Canon-Mac player hard into the boards. And man, we've got cameras all over the place here tonight. So space is at a big-time premium here. Taken by, again, Phillips, and he's going to bank it ahead to C.J. Murray, and he's unable to control. Phillips is going to lose his blade, and he's going to have to go change up. And, he's kind of interfered, nothing called. Shot's going to go wide back into the corner. Oh, my. And number 19, DeGangi was flying, and he tried to get in between the glass and the defense, and he was taken for a mini ride. And, boy, they are just end-to-end here, folks. 4-on-4 hockey actually is very, very fun to watch. I actually used to call that the Wayne Gretzky rule, if you will. When Gretzky played for Edmonton, they would specifically take penalties to get a 4-on-4 situation with the open ice. And when you were flanked by players like Yuri, Curry, and Messier, they could do some serious damage. Oh, my. Another shot. Oh, score! And Canon-Mac's going to draw first blood. Actually a brilliant play as they fed the puck between two defensemen. It is absolutely deafening in here. And he got to the puck first and rammed it home 5-hole between Reggett, and Canon-McMillan takes an early 1-0 lead. Kind of an innocent play. There were two Canon-McMillan forwards that were closing in on our defense, and they kind of feathered the play between the two defensemen, and not sure if Reggett was screened or what, but they came out of nowhere and jammed it home. Number 16, Matigua, is going to get the tally. Right back on the attack. Oh, and a fan shot backhanded. A good save by Reggett. And another good play there by Robbie Schneid, number 72, as he'll clear that behind the goal. Big-time first goal for Canon-Mac, and I think it's important here. This Panther team has hung in there all season. One of the most impressive things about Upper St. Clair this season is they started with an 0-2 record. And most teams could hang their hats, but I think the Panthers actually became a stronger team as the season went on. This Panther team has come from behind many a times. This is a team that will always play 45 minutes of hockey, and they give it their all. And I think that could even make the Panthers hungrier. Shot on, by Schneiders. And he went in uncontested, but a better save by Polanis, and he'll hold on with a stop and play. 5:20 remains here in the first. Panthers trail 1-0. Face-off controlled and taken by Canon-McMillan. A little 2-on-2 is going to break out, where number 27 will look to play the puck ahead. Almasy going to be picked up here by the Panther defense, and unable to get it out is Segerdal right back on the attack. Shot on. Another big save by Reggett. I'm curious to see the shots on goal here. Looks like we're going to get a cross-checking call here. And I think number 55, Mitchell Lewis, is going to get the gate. Panthers will find themselves now shorthanded by 1. And with 4:58 remaining here, that time of the penalty will be at 10:02. Lewis will get the gate for cross-checking at 4:58 now remaining here in the first, and I think we have an injured player here. Not sure the number here. The player has his actual jersey off, and he's going to go look for medical attention here. And they'll get ready to drop the puck here at center ice, and the turkey indeed is on the table. Panthers now find themselves having to kill a 2-minute minor and find themselves trailing now by 1. Play was held up by assistance by number 36, Ravetti, as he took the injured player off the ice, and they'll tee it up. And we're back on play, right? Little mini giveaway here is Murray, and boy, what a shorthanded tally would do for the Panthers right now. Play is in the corner where finally Canon-McMillan will get it back to center, where it's taken by Thomas, number 72. Shot on, and that's going to come off perhaps a shoulder of Reggett, and that'll deflect into the meshing. And we'll have a stop and play, and we'll face it off to the right of the Panther goaltender. Face-off controlled by the Canon-McMillan team, and Sermo beat the blue uniform to the puck. He'll send it the length of the ice, and that'll be played by Polanis. And with 1:15 remaining here in the man advantage, Canon-Mac looks to regroup, and another good play here by the Panthers. On the forecheck comes Murray. Oh my, a little nifty play. He's going to gain control. Actually beat the defense to the play. He tried to bank it off the goaltender, and sometimes that works from behind the red line. Oh my, and Esherick took a play up, and he was going to take a heavy hit. And a good effort there by Reggett as he covers up. And so far so good with 55 seconds remaining here in the Canon-Mac man advantage. Panthers doing an excellent job here on the penalty kill. Face-off taken by number 6, Gralty. It'll be controlled by the Panthers, but picked off deep in the zone by Canon-Mac. Back to Lewis at the right point. He's going to bank it over to the left defense. Oh my, and an errant pass, and that's going to come outside the zone. Number 6, Nagy, assistant captain. He's going to take it all the way in, and a big pad save, and the patented right pad by Matt Reggett as he gets that out. Oh, and a deflection almost goes in. My, a backhanded pass comes in front. It's still loose, another save by Reggett. And the chances here, again, another save by Reggett. Boy, 3 or 4 good cracks from 5 feet in, and Reggett gets those big-time pads down to make the save, and another cradle save, and now Reggett's feeling it now. And you can ask any goaltender, folks, bring it on, and when you feel the action, it actually feeds on itself. And Matt Reggett with about 4 or 5 big-time saves within that 30-second period here. 3 seconds now remains in that man advantage, and Panthers successfully doing an excellent job, but Canon-Mac has certainly brought the attack during this power play. And that'll do it, folks. Back to skating here, 5-on-5, taken by DeGangi down deep, and he's going to be tag teamed by 2 players. He's finally going to be helped out by Klein, and that's how you do it, folks. One of the things about the Panther forwards, whether you're on the top line or on the second or third line, Panther forwards have made a living at helping out in the defensive zone. Very, very unselfish players, and another part of the Panthers' success in the 2008-2009 season. Icing will indeed be called on Canon-Mac. 2:32 remains here in the first, and that faceoff will come all the way back into the attack zone for Upper St. Clair. Faceoff to the right of goaltender number 26, Ryan Polanis. Faceoff is taken by number 11, Klein, kept in neatly by Mitchell Lewis, and a little errant rebound will come off the backboard, but gloved by the goaltender, and we'll do it again. And 2:26 remains here now in the first. Panthers trailing 1-0. Got a late change here, and boy, I'll tell you, finally the referee's going to take, I think, matters into his own hands here and whistle one of the players off. Going to take off the, I believe, the goal scorer, number 16, Matikwa. They say perhaps made a late line change, and I think we have a lot of that in the last couple of games, that situational line change. I know that Tom talked about that late in our broadcast about, you know, Coach Marks at one time, and I think it kept saying we were the home team and we weren't able to make last change. I don't believe it was the Canon-Mac game, but I believe it was our last home game where the referees, I think, had an agenda. And boy, I'll tell you what, it was like Coach Marks said, I can't even make a line change, and I'm the home team. So once again, I think Coach Marks is lobbying for something here. Very animated on the bench, and it's falling on deaf ears. And very animated. You can hear him all the way up here. Coach Larry Marks doing an excellent job, a Bethel Park resident, coaching the Upper St. Clair varsity team for his first season, and just a tremendous coach. And the boys have tremendous respect for him. Play is in the corner where Segerdal's going to mix it up there with the captain Lewis from Canon-McMillan. Comes back and looks a good look at Harbison, and he'll step up in the play, and he's back from a knee injury. Taken by DeGangi, and I think that play is going to be whistled on and offside here. And with 1:22 remaining here, we'll face it off just outside the blue line. Section 1 player stats, James Klein having an incredible season, dominating play in Section 1. James Klein with 22 goals, 32 assists to lead all scorers with 54 points, followed closely by Beeling at 43 points from Mount Lebanon, and Theo Schneiders also in the top 4 in Section 1 with 18 goals, 16 assists. A little giveaway here with a minute to go here in the period. Going to be backhanded in, taken by Schneid away, and a deflection by Reggett, and that's going to be sticked into the corner. Canon-McMillan extremely aggressive here on the forecheck. Play is finally going to be taken back by Murray, and he's going to take a heavy hit in the corner. Little delayed offside, and I think the fans were thinking that the referee was calling a penalty here. Going to be dumped back in where Nagy will try to play it. Going to be followed by Murray. Batted out of the air by Parker Phillips. 26 seconds remaining here, tied up by several players, and finally they're going to let him play. Kept in neatly by Segerdal. Give and go to Phillips. A shot on a wide angle is just going to go wide. Finally going to be taken back out to the neutral ice area, and here comes Canon-McMillan. Shot right on, a big-time blocker save there by Reggett from 30. He saw that all the way, and with 5 seconds to go, that should do it. And at the end of the first period, Panthers find themselves trailing 1-0. Back to some of the Section 1 scorers. 8-5 shots on goal. Boy, I would have thought that was a much, much bigger advantage for the Canon-McMillan team, but I've got to believe they had more than 8 shots on goal. Justin Sellup is our 7th leading scorer for the Section 1 team with 30 points, 14 goals, 16 assists. And Brett Odeker is 9th for Canon-McMillan, and he's the first on the board for Canon-McMillan with 25 points. So kind of an interesting deal where you've got Klein with 54, Schneiders with 34, Sellup with 30 points, and the leading scorer for Canon-McMillan has 25. But they have an extremely balanced attack here. When you look at Canon-McMillan, there are 7 of their top scorers in the top 25 of Section 1. So a very, very balanced attack by Canon-McMillan. And that is one of the reasons this team has posted 13 victories on the season. Well, a very, very hard-fought first period. Reggett certainly shined. A kind of weird goal that was, once again, split the defense and kind of came out of nowhere. A big hit there by Pejanas on Schneiders, and he'll put him down. And a good play there by Schneiders. Oh, no. Little giveaway there, but right back on the attack comes Schneiders, and boy, I'll tell you, they're bringing the body to the Panthers here. Nagy's going to put Schneiders down, and once again, the Panthers, to their credit, are not retaliating here. They just get up and skate away. And Schneiders again is going to be pulled down. He's going to draw a penalty, folks. And Theo Schneiders will prevail as he hits the ice for a third time, and snow on his pants. Theo Schneiders will indeed draw a tripping minor, and the Panthers will find themselves on their second man advantage of the evening. Penalty will be to number 6, Nagy. 2 minutes for tripping at the 42-second mark here in the second period. Panthers will indeed go with the big gun line here, the number 1 line, kept in neatly by number 21, Esherick at the point. Takes it over to Murray, and he's got Schneiders back. He's going to take a drive. That's going to come off the defense, where Sellepp will try to beat the defenseman into the corner. And a good scoring effort, clearing effort by Canon-McMillan. C.J. Murray will regroup. Little soft outlet pass, and he'll bring it up, the left-handed shot, and feather it back off to Schneiders, and he'll drive it down deep. Play comes behind the goaltender, Palanas. Kept in neatly by Schneiders on a feather pass, looking for Sellepp in the middle. Oh, right on, backhanded shot, oh my, and he usually buries it from that point. Turned it over to the backhand and just couldn't get it high enough. Oh my, and Klein with almost a set play as he snuck in behind the goal and just had the stick pointed in the wrong direction as he almost deflected that by goaltender Palanas. All Upper St. Clair here with 2 or 3 very good scoring opportunities with 54 seconds remaining in the man advantage. All Panthers here as they're still on the attack. Taken again by Schneiders, and an aggressive play there by Valentine, number 55. And he's going to pick his pocket, and he's going to shoot it the length of the ice. And a big-time play there by number 55, Valentine, for Canon-McMillan. Last rush here for the Panthers as Murray will lead it out of the zone. Play's going to be stopped at the Panther blue line, where Matigua's going to take it and drive it back in. And with 16 seconds to go, Panthers look for Gralty. Taken by Murray, and he's got Gralty trailing. Takes a power move, shot on rebound, oh my! And Gralty was there and had an opportunity, and that just went by the mark. Back to skating 5-on-5 here, and the Panthers with 3 or 4 good scoring opportunities on the session. And finally, Canon-Mac will ice it and look for some fresh troops. And with 12:07 remaining here in the second, Panthers still trailing 1-0. Begin turnout on both sides of the equation. Well, I think this is and that actually is going to be whistled down. I think that hit the glove of a Canon-Mac player on the bench, so they'll whistle that down, and we'll face it off with 11:41 to go here. Boy, you just get excited from season to season here. Panthers have always seemed to be able to get into these Sweet 12 or the final. I think at one time it might have even been 16 teams. I think they may have gone to a 12-team playoff. Shot on from the point. A good save here by Reggett. But boy, I'll tell you, Panthers looking very good. A long time since they've had a top 4 seed and a first-round bye. And you hope you get through this. And boy, the road to the Penguin Cup Finals is only 2 games away. Good play there, and the Panthers hustling here as Gralty was forechecking down deep, helped out by number 26, Segerdahl. Going to be taken here by number 34, Haran. He's going to bank it over into the corner, and he's going to be picked off by the Panther defense, where Lewis will try to chip it out of the zone. Taken again by Haran, and right around him is Esherick. He's going to take a power move, and he skates in, gets his own rebound. Oh, and a spinorama move by Phillips, and that'll just go by the mark. Still on the attack here are the Panthers. Big-time heavy-hitting line here. Comes back to Parker Phillips. He's unable to control, and finally going to be cleared back to the center ice zone, but first to get there is number 26, Segerdahl. Oh, my, and be careful here. Okay, they're going to call an icing here, and the Panthers almost had their hand caught in the cookie jar. There was a line change going on, and I think the Panther player actually jumped up at the last moment. If that would have hit the skate of the Panthers, they could have been flagged for too many men on the ice. But the Panthers dodge a big bullet there. And they'll face it off to the left of the goaltender, Matt Reagan. Face-off controlled by the Panthers, where number 9, Feldman, will skate it out, and he'll bank it around the corner, and he's going to be followed in by Galarowski. Once again, the Panthers playing all three lines here. He'll be helped out here by Murray, and I think he's double shifting on a couple of these lines. Taken by number 7, Galarowski, and a good little play there to Feldman. Little wide angle shot there by Murray, and it's going to be finally going to be held on by Polanis. And with 10:01 remaining here in the second, Panthers still trail 1-0. Face-off taken and controlled by Canon-McMillan, where it's going to be batted out of the air by Thomas, number 72. Comes over to number 27, Almasy. Going to be chipped back to the neutral ice area by the Panthers. Going to be followed up by Feldman, unable to control, right to DeGangi. He'll drive it down in deep. I think that one of the frustrating things here that you've seen quite evident here in the first minute and pretty much first half of this game is the Panthers really have not been seeing many second and third opportunities. Very disciplined defense, had a couple real good opportunities on the power play. Galarowski's centering pass and a good little mini flurry here by the Panthers as they skate even strength 5-on-5. But not many good second chance opportunities here, and Polanis doing an excellent job making that first save. A couple of the goals were indeed rebound opportunities when we beat Polanis in South Point, but the Panthers at home here have been unable to get those multiple chances. We're going to have a player down here. Not sure if it was a collision here where two players collided without seeing each other. And I think that's Theo Schneiders down here, number 28. He was in a little bit of pain here, but he's finally got himself to both his skates, kind of favoring, if you will, the left knee. And we hope to get Schneiders back as he perhaps collided knee on knee here. Well, a very interesting low-scoring game here. I guess I'm not surprised. Playoff hockey usually brings these out on all levels of play, but boy, I tell you, you got to take advantage of the situations when you get them and cash in. Taken by Sellup, and I think he's lost his blade, so he's trying to play it with his glove. Back to the point where Robbie Schneid will take it, and that's just going to whistle high and wide. That comes off the back glass. Play is loose, taken by Klein, and a shot's going to go wide. That'll hit the side of the net. All Upper St. Clair here. Shot, and that just whistles wide by Surma, right back to the point. Good effort there by Robbie Schneid to keep that in. Finally, Cannon Mac just content to flip it back to center, where all Panthers as they'll regroup at center. Sellup will avoid two players colliding in on him in the neutral ice area. This line has been out here for an extended period. not looking to change. Right back on the attack. Left-handed shot Snide. He sets it up for Klein on a give and go, and got number 17, Chakrin in front. Taken by Esherick. Oh, and a heavy hit there as he stepped up into the play. Taken around the corner by Nagy. He looks to corral it out, but a good job by the Panthers. All Upper St. Clair here for the last 2 minutes of play. Finally going to be taken by number 36 down deep. Centering pass. That'll go by the mark as Ravetti took the play in, and right back on the attack. Here comes Klein, and they've been out for a long period. Loose. Oh my, and that play as the defense for Canon-Mac lost its edge. And Celup looked to tee it up, but once again a rolling puck, unable to control that. And another good opportunity goes by the board, and the Panthers just keep bringing it. Right back on the attack is Esherick. Oh, and a little give and go there. Looked like Murray was in offside, but they're going to let this play go. And boy, this line has been out here a really long time. Finally, Klein's going to change up here. Comes into the corner where Murray will play it back to Esherick, and a shot on from the right point. Polanis will say no. And with 6:42 remaining here in the second, Panthers still trail 1-0. Face-off controlled by the Panthers. Right back on the attack comes Sermon. That shot will just go by the far post. Going to be picked up here by Montegua, and he's looking for his second tally of the evening. What a play by Sermon. It's all-star material here. Eric Sermon with a nice breakup of a 2-on-1 opportunity as the feather pass was batted out of the air just like a little baseball play. And boy, that's an offside and a late call, but they got it right. Number 26, Segerdahl, took the play in as Murray was in ahead of the play. And that, my folks and friends, is offside. And they will face it off outside the blue stripe with 6:15 remaining here in the second. Panthers look hungry. I feel a sense of urgency. And once again, one of the great traits of this team all season has been their drive to really not scoreboard watch, but just play the whole complete package in 45 minutes. And been an excellent start to the second period here. Another big save there by Reggett, and that's what you need, folks. Good goaltending to keep you in and get a break or two. If we can tie this game at 1, anything can happen. Play is loose in front. Be careful here, and a good play by the Panthers to chip that out of the zone. And here comes Murray on the off wing. He's going to set it up. What a shot and save, and big shot by Phillips. Best play of the evening. Boy, Murray coming down the right wing on his off wing as a left-handed shot. And he ragged the puck and saw Parker Phillips trailing, and he blistered a slap shot from 15. But right in the mitt of Polanis, and the best scoring opportunity goes by the mark for the Panthers. Big time play by Murray and shot by Phillips. Taken by the captain, Lewis, number 5, and he gets the motor going. Going to be dropped off to number 36 there, Ravetti, and he'll bank it down deep. It's again the Panthers trying to get it out of the zone, but it's been all Upper St. Clair here in the second period. Going to be taken by number 77, Narn, and a big-time check there by Galarowski, and he's dishing them out like the first of the month, and that'll get the fans excited. Galarowski not afraid to mix it up with the bigger player of Canon-McMillan, and he put him on his wallet. Play goes into the corner where it'll be taken by Canon-McMillan, and Montegua looks to center, and that's going to go by the board. Once again, the Panthers right back here on the attack at center, and a nifty little move. Good to see number 36, Harbison, and he takes it end to end, and that shot just goes high and wide. And boy, some of the defense taking matters into their own hands. We had a rush earlier by number 21, Esherick. Now Harbison the freshman takes matters into his own hands. Play comes back into the zone where Number 15 will try to bank it out. Number 19, Oldeker, and he's a big-time scorer. Oh, what a move! Shot on by Oldeker, and that just goes wide. It looks like we're going to have a penalty here. It looks like the Panthers are going to be guilty here of a minor infraction and a slashing call and a big-time move there by number 19, Brett Oldeker, and he just put the Ritz on and had a one-on-one against Matt Reggett, and Reggett stood his ground, and that shot went high and wide. I think we're going to have our fourth minor penalty here of the evening, where both teams are flagged with 2 minor infractions. Gralty will get the gate here with the 4:04 remaining here in the second, and the Panthers now find themselves skating with a man advantage for the next 2 minutes. Good face-off win there for the Panthers, as they will kill precious seconds off the clock, as that will be regrouped behind goaltender Polanis, taken out here by number, can't catch a number there. It looks like number 15. Play comes around the corner and a centering passes. He'll look for Thomas, but nobody home. Good play there by the defense as they're holding their ground. Taken by Schneiders, and it's good to see him back after a minor little knee incident. Taken in the corner, and they're going to let him walk right in. Oh my, and that shot just goes through the crease. Taken again back at the point by Lewis, and a gamble as he's going to go down deep. He'll be helped out by Oldeker back, number 19. The good play there by the offensive forward as he picked up Lewis into the play. Oldeker, oh my, and a one-timer goes right on, and Reggett makes another big save for the Panthers at the 3-minute mark. 53 seconds remains here in the man advantage, and cleared by the Panthers. Finally going to be taken by Lewis, the captain, over to Ravetti, number 36, and he'll control it at the red line, and he'll drive it down deep where Almasy will look to chase it in. Good play there, but can't get it out. Right back to Ravetti. Play comes off his board as number 27, Almasy will grab it. Back to the point where Lewis fakes a shot into the corner. Centering pass on a give and go. Oh, it's loose. Another big save by Reggett. It's still loose. Oh my, and the Panthers with 15 seconds remaining. That puck was on the doorstep, folks. And not a blue jersey could get there, and Reggett was able to get back in position. Finally going to be taken and shot the length of the ice by number 21, Esherick. And that'll do it, folks. The Panthers kill successfully another shorthanded situation. Right back on the attack comes Canon-McMillan, and a big power move of his own. Motigua looking for his second of the evening. He's going to be pushed off the board, and here comes number 18, Murray, and he can get the motor going, and boy, he likes to take it end-to-end, and boy, he really favors that off wing here. Find that very impressive. The left-handed shots come down that right-handed zone, but boy, he made an excellent setup to Phillips, and this was the line that had our golden opportunity earlier in the second. Taken by Motigua, and a little drop pass. Be careful, Oldeker. Oh, and that shot just whistled wide. Another shot on, saved by Reggett. Kicked into the corner and helped out here by senior captain Sharma. Play will come back to Segerdal, and he'll look to beat the defense as he'll take it around Valentine. Going to be helped out here by number 81, Strimmel. 1 minute remaining here now in the second. Taken again by Segerdal on a give and go. Shot's going to go behind the mark where Sharma will step up into the play. He'll drive it back down deep, give and go right to Segerdal. Backhanded shot, oh my, and it went in! Segerdal's going to get the tally with 46 seconds to go. And a brilliant play and a backhanded one-timer by Segerdal. And he's got to be shining like a butcher's dog. What a shot by number 26, Mike Segerdal. Wow, and that'll get the fans going. Number 11, James Klein. A big-time back-breaking goal, and that'll take the momentum into the third period. And just dead silence on the Canon-McMillan side of the equation. Phillips with the line of the evening. The Parker Phillips, Murray, and Segerdahl line has been all Upper St. Clair. A little backhanded shot. It looked like it wanted to go in. There was a spot or an opportunity that was available, and Segerdahl made no doubt about it, and he took the backhanded one-timer and tied it at 1. Boy, another big save. It's loose, and a good save by Reggett, and this is where you need a big-time goaltender to finish the third out. Panthers are going to be called on an offside. And the momentum, folks, is indeed, you can see the momentum swing here. Not only on the play of the ice, but in the just absolute standing room only. I have never, it almost looks like Meadville hockey. Boy, they get them around the, you get them around the ice, and they are just literally to the back of the ice, not a place to sit here. And boy, what a game, and what an exciting play by Segerdahl to tie it at 1. 12 seconds remaining here in the second. Big time check there by Esherick, and boy, I got to tell you, he is a lead candidate this season for the Merrill Lynch Strong Like Bull Award. And that'll do it, folks. A big time momentum boost. Big time cheering going on here by Upper St. Clair. 6-12, totally outshot again there in the third period. But Panthers had the better of the play, if you will. 17-14, 2-period total, so a very evenly matched game, but an impressive comeback. And once again, to the Panthers' credit, they have never, ever looked at the scoreboard and played very tough hockey. So we'll let them cut the ice. We'll change the tape. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're tied at 1 in the playoff round of the Penguin Cup Championship. We'll be back for third period action in a moment. And we are back with third period action. Panthers find themselves in a absolute barn burner here. A fantastic defensive-oriented game. 1-1, and boy, I got to tell you, we have a famous saying in hockey, next goal wins. And boy, does this have all the signs of a 2-1 game here. Very, very tightly contested defensive effort, and it has been, folks, end-to-end stellar play by both goaltenders, Matt Reggett, number 1, and number 26, Ryan Polonis. Stellar in the pipes tonight. Amazing, the shots on goal for 2 periods were 17 Canon-Mac and 14 for the Panthers. Not sure if that's a very accurate tally. To me, it seemed like there were a heck of a lot more shots on goal on both sides of the equation. But we'll face it off here in a minute. And with 15 to go, somebody's season is in jeopardy. The winner will move on 1 week from tonight to Mellon Arena to play Seneca Valley. The winner of that game will play the winner of the Mount Lebanon Shaler battle. So boy, I tell you, once again, the Panthers enjoying a first round bye here. And 15 minutes to control your own destiny. Panthers now find themselves knotted at 1. Again, you saw a big momentum change. That first goal was all Canon-McMillan. The fans were extremely loud, got them into the game, and to the Panthers' credit, they just kept bringing it and never gave up. And Segerdahl with a big-time goal there for the Panthers. Taken by number 11, Klein, and that shot's going to go off the defense into the meshing. It looks like we might have a minor penalty here. You've got to be kidding me. Early in the first, at the 33rd period here, at the 32nd mark, a hooking minor. Brett Aldeker, the leading scorer for Canon-Mac's, going to get the minor penalty here. And now the Panthers indeed find the turkey on the table with 14:30 to go here in the third. Now they have a power play situation. Little giveaway there by Klein and a good effort to keep in the play. A little mini break almost developed there by number 72, Thomas. Going to be taken here by Lewis, and he's going to backhand it behind the goaltender, Polanis. Be taken in the corner, but unable to get that out. Comes off Lewis's blade, but right back on the attack. Here comes Thomas. Shot, and that's going to go into the meshing, and the whistle will blow. And with 1:29 remaining here in the Panther man advantage, the faceoff will be to the right of goaltender number 1, Matt Reagan. Faceoff taken and controlled by number 28, Theo Schneiders. Good little outlet pass there, and Lewis will pick up the mail. Going to take that over the blue stripe where Sellup puts himself right in that command position. Back to Lewis. Oh, the deflection right on, and a shot and a rebound by Klein, and he was right in position. Boy, Sellup with the good soft hands almost had the deflection. To Lewis with a drive. Shot still loose. Oh, my. Back to the point again, another drive. He shoots and scores! And I'm not sure who got the tally. I know Klein was there, but a power play goal. And the Panthers find themselves now up 2-1. My. Boy, and you could almost see that play developing here, folks. The Panthers with a big-time goal. 3 or 4 cracks. Lewis at the point had 3 shots right on goal, and it was a matter of time. I'm not sure who got the tally, but Klein was there and Sellup was there. And I think it was a deflection, and an assist is definitely gone. They're going to give it to Lewis. Actually, they're going to give that goal to Lewis, and he blistered it from the point. Thought it might have been deflected. Oh, my, and they're going to come right back here with a power play goal for the Panthers, but indeed they're going to find themselves right here with a penalty of their own, and it puts Canon-Mac back on the power play. Boy, I got to tell you, that shot was a blistering shot from number 55, Lewis, and he put it right on. And it must have just feathered between the pads of goaltender Polanis and went by the red line, but you had Klein there, you had Sellup there, but nevertheless, Lewis with 3 drives from the point and third time's a charm. Back on the power play right now is Canon-Mac, so Panthers indeed now find themselves leading by 1, but have to kill off a 2-minute minor infraction here. Number 10, Phillips, is going to get the minor for hooking. Parker Phillips. Play comes back to center, and a good scoring, clearing effort there for the Panthers. Segerdahl, another hero of the game, out here skating at center. Going to be taken over by number 5, Captain Lewis. Comes right by the tape of Odeker, and he's going to take it in on his off wing. Centering pass, oh my! And number 16, Montigua, is going to answer. And a brilliant play there by Odeker as a centering pass. And 2 power play games late here at beginning of the third. And Montigua gets his second tally of the evening to tie it at 2. Once again, the classic off-wing shot. Thomas will get the assist, and Odeker will get the assist. 2:34 of the third period. Monica's going to get his second tally of the evening, assisted by Odeker and Thomas, and he ties it at 2 on a power play goal. Play taken right back by number 9, Feldman. He's going to take it right around defense number Lewis, but he'll unable to kick it out. A deflection comes right back. Boy, and that's how you answer in front. Shot! Oh my, and he just shot it wide, and Gralty had a golden opportunity from 10 feet. Lewis will lose his edge, and Thomas will take the play. Here comes back. Oh, good play by Esherick on defense. Right back on the attack comes Ravetti, and he's taken hard into the corner. Finally going to be chipped out by Galarowski. And Gralty just in front of the goal, and he had a one-timer and right on, and a big save by Polanis. And we'll have a stop and play here at the 11:34 mark. Looks like we'll have an offside play, and they'll face it off, tied here at 2. Face-off taken and controlled all the way back into the zone of Canon-Mac, where it's going to be played by the goaltender. Play still comes around the corner, and a good play by the Panthers to keep it in. Taken there by Klein. Going to be helped out in the corner where Klein will corral, and he's got the Schneiders in front, and that's going to come by his mark. 11 minutes and 10 seconds remains here in the third. Good play there by Robbie Schneid. Play will come back into the defensive zone where Schneid will bank it back to Sermon, a give and go. Leads it out to number 28, Schneiders, and again, he's on his off wing. Pass goes over to center ice area where Klein will take it. Give and go again to Schneiders. And a penalty's going to be called here. Once again here, a man advantage for the Panthers, and a shot on from the right point as a delayed penalty is going to be called. And my, 3 power play opportunities here in the first 5 minutes of the third period. And the Panthers will find themselves once again with a man advantage here, a tripping minor to number 27, Kyle Almasy. 2 minutes for tripping at the 4:22 mark here in the third period. So once again, Panthers find themselves with a golden opportunity to take the lead. Face-off controlled and won by Upper St. Clair, where it comes to Murray. Command position, Celeb with a backhander. Oh, and that just went by the mark. Still loose in front. Schneiders, a shot by Klein just goes wide. Oh my, and a good 3 cracks at it. Schneiders, Celeb, and Klein, and a blistering shot by Lewis will go into the meshing, and the Panthers once again just command the presence around that goal. And had another golden opportunity early in the power play advantage. 1:40 remains here in the Panther power play. We're at the 10:18 mark here, tied at 2 in the third. Face-off taken by Murray, and by Schneiders. He's going to headman it to himself, but picked off by Lewis. He's going to bank that off the glass. A very, very dangerous situation with a packed house where that hit the glass, luckily, as he cleared the zone. Taken on the off wing. Here comes Celeb again, the left-handed shot streaking down the right wing. He leaves it for Klein, and he risks it, and that'll go into the meshing again. And once again, we'll have a stop in play and a face-off to the left of goaltender number 26, Ryan Polanis. Special thanks again to Bonnie Livingston, filling in as camera person for John Sarabella, who's on a job site at State College. And a special thanks again to all the folks in Glen down at Channel 7 Cable, Channel 7, who put tedious hours of work in for your viewing beauty. Viewing beauty or viewing pleasure, if you will. Because we have a voice and face for radio, that's for sure. 9:15 remains. Panthers still on a man advantage, but a good effort there by Canon-McMillan as they're going to clear the zone. And Reggett's going to try to catch the Panthers on a line, on the Canon-Mac on a line change here as he took matters into his own hands. And once again, Lewis back, and he's going to have that wrister blocked. Be careful here. These are where penalty, and we're going to get a man advantage given right back here. Lewis was back late in the play. He's probably going to be called with a hooking minor here. And boy, that's typically what you'll find happening here a lot of times in the third period. They'll try to keep these penalties to an even up situation, and indeed that's what did happen. Panthers had their 2-minute advantage, and Lewis found himself up in the play and got behind the play and got the stick into him, and they were quick to flag the penalty, and a 2-minute minor here for Mitchell Lewis at the 6:17 mark of the third period. There is 5 seconds remaining in the minor penalty to number 27, Almasy. And once that 5 seconds elapses, Canon-Mac will go on a 1-minute and 55-second power play of their own. Good effort there and a face-off win, and those are indeed not on the score sheet. A big-time face-off win that has already killed 20 seconds off of the Canon-McMillan man advantage, make that 25 seconds. Finally, Oldeker's going to take it across the zone and going to be tied up there by the Panthers, and he chips it out of the zone. And a little mini break here. He's looking for Gralty. Play is still loose at center, and Gralty finally will drive it down deep. Played out by Polanis. And the CM chant starts here by the opposing away team here as they're cheering on their team. Shot, oh, what a glove save by Reggett. 7:49 remains here in the third. Sharing the booth with the MSA Sports Network, and nice to be here, I still say, in the best seat in the house. Shot's just going to go through the crease, and that's what last thing you need is a errant puck laying around. Back to the point, a shot, a screen shot. That might have come off a mask, and that deflected off the glass. Still deflected into the corner, and they're working the puck extremely well. Rebound, second chance opportunity, and Reggett says no. Back to the point again, it's number 16, Oldeker. Heavy hit there, Montigua. Heavy hit there by Esherick, and he does a good job tying it up with 28 seconds remaining here in the man advantage. Back to the point, Nagy with a shot, and that's going to whistle wide. Play is still loose, picked up here by number 36, Ravetti. He's on out of control. Almasy looks to play it, taken by Strimmel behind the goal. He takes it into command position. Shot on, oh my, what a shot and save again by Reggett. And he's being tested by multiple rebounds here. Another shot is loose. Big save by Reggett again, and they clear the zone. Back to 5-on-5, and Reggett shining big time here in the third. Taken by Nagy end to end with 6:32 to go. And folks, this is playoff hockey. So if this ends here in regulation 2-on-2, they're getting away with the 5-minute overtime. It's do or die, and they'll play on till a goal indeed is won. Little outlet pass to Ganji. That'll go by the mark as Schneiders missed it, and they'll touch it up for icing. And with 6:10 to go here in the third, Panthers find themselves in a backyard brawl, tied here at 2. Well, you can just start to feel the tension, not only in the stands but on the ice. And boy, these are just a lot of cool customers right now out here just going about their business. Very important to keep the play in front of a defensive-oriented team all year, and we need a little break here. Maybe perhaps find a breakdown on the Canon-McMillan team. They are an extremely aggressive offensive attacking team, and sometimes you can, when they're bringing 3 forwards in at all times, you can find them trapped and find yourself on a 3-on-2 break out the other way. Down deep is Montigua, and he's looking for his third goal of the evening as he has the 2 tallies. Little mini break there, and Schneiders is always hanging back, and he looked for a breakaway. Good play by Canon-McMillan. 5:20 to go here in the third. Good play by Klein as he'll play both ends of the ice. Taken by Strimmel, and he's going to be taken off the play. Finally going to be taken in again by Pahanas. Be careful here. Rebound shot, kick to the corner, and a good play by Reggett, and played in the corner by number 21, Esherick. Helped out here, and Klein's going to lead the rush, and he's got a stick in him. He's got Sellup trailing. Shot, wrister, and that's going to be blocked by goaltender Polanis. Finally comes around the corner, and DeGangi with a good play, and he's taken heavy into the boards but keeps his cool. Corrals it, gives it back to number 8, Surma. Back to DeGangi, and a little feather pass ahead where Feldman will take it. Feldman will drive it down deep in the corner where Gralty and Gelarowski look to control. Good play by Feldman on a forecheck. Play comes over to number 72, Thomas, leads the rush back, and a good play by Surma and DeGangi to close in on the gap. Taken by Montigua, and he can get the motor going. A good play by Surma as he directs that into the corner. Be careful here. Nagy with a shot and a big save by Reggett. Play is loose, and that just goes through the crease, and another good opportunity for Canon-McMillan. Good play by Surma, but that's going to have his pocket picked, and looks for Montigua in the center ice area. Shot, and a screenshot just goes wide. Gelarowski will be there to play it, helped out by Surma. And sometimes you just need to clear the zone, and that's what Surma does. And a good icing by Eric Surma to get fresh troops here on the ice, and a veteran play by senior captain number 8, Eric Surma. Well, folks, for $3 admission, if you're not here, this is absolutely incredible hockey. High school hockey, in my opinion, at its finest. And obviously, the word got out that the playoff game was this evening. Incredible stance. Oh, and a high hit there. I tell you what, taking a very high hit. The penalty could have been called. And I tell you what, with 3 minutes to go, he came very high with the hands and put Murray down on a hit to the helmet here, and surprised at perhaps a little roughing call. But boy, look at Larry Marks is just really outraged. A very dangerous hit to the head, and sometimes you have a referee with 3 minutes to go that may or may not want to control or let the outcome be called on a penalty. Sometimes the whistle indeed can be in the pocket here, but a very, very heavy high hit that went uncalled, but the Panthers will play on. Well, it's one thing to determine an outcome of game, but when you have a hit that could injure a person, that's another story. But it is what it is. Panthers don't let that bother them. They come back and it's business as usual. And another incredible trait about this Panther team. Play taken behind the goal where Polanis will come out to play it, and a good forechecking effort there where centering pass, and that's going to go as he looked for Segerdahl. They'll skate back 2-on-2 where DeGangi and Surma have it. Good pad save and blocker save there by Regan, and he kicks it right back to number 18, C.J. Murray, and he just takes it down, and he'll look to change up. 2:30 remaining, and the St. Clair chant is now going. Nagy's going to take it behind the goal, and an outlet pass will come all the way back to DeGangi. Take it behind Reggett where he'll look for Surma. Another heavy hit puts Surma into the boards. Helped out here by 96 Sellup. And once again, the Panther offense doing an incredible job helping out the defense. Playing both ends of the ice. Here comes Klein. Arister's going to just go wide. 2 minutes remains here in the third. Play comes back to center where Esherick will bat it out of the air. Got defense partner Lewis, and a good little feather pass as he'll look for Klein at center. Klein will backhand it in. Finally, the play is kept in neatly by Schneiders, and he'll drive it down deep where he'll look for Klein behind the goal. Nagy's going to step up in the play, checked by Schneiders. Over in the corner to Montigua, but he's unable to get it out. Good play right there by Sellup on the tape of Schneiders. He's got Klein in the middle, decides to go back to the point where Esherick takes a drive. Rebound comes into the corner where Sellup looks to control. Play is picked up by Klein, but going to be picked off by Lewis, captain for Canon-Mac, and he's going to lead the rush end to end. Good play by Sellup as he picks his pocket. He's got Schneiders, backhanded shot. What a save by Polanis. And oh my, with 1:05 to go, a brilliant forecheck in the corner. A pass came right on the tape of Schneiders. He went to the backhand. And a big-time save by number 26, Palanas, at the 105 mark to keep Canon-Mac in the game. Timeout has been taken by Canon-McMillan. 2-2 your score, and hopefully we brought enough tape to carry the extra frames here. Might have to ask Channel 7 for a little extra airtime, because if indeed this game ends in a tie, they will play till there is a winner. 105 remains here in the third. We are knotted at 2. And an extremely, extremely well-played goaltended game. Very, very end-to-end. So not so much perhaps a shell or a trapping style today. Both teams bringing it from end to end, and it's actually been a very, very exciting and enjoyable hockey game to watch if you like offense and if you like defense. Sometimes the dreaded Washington Capitol, New Jersey Devil trapping style of hockey can be an extremely boring thing to watch. I often laugh at the NHL when we used to have the Chile goal with 7 goals, and anymore it's very odd that you'll see 7 goals scored in any hockey game. Once again, face-off controlled by the Panthers with a minute to go here in the third. Back to the point. Rister is blocked. Oh my, and a good play there by DeGangi. And DeGangi could have saved the season here. Not sure what's called here, maybe an icing call. I think they're flagging him for an icing, and Canon-Mac's a little bit upset here, but DeGangi perhaps could have saved the season here. A 2-on-1, 2-on-0 was beginning to break out, and with an incredible poke check by number 19, he was able to direct that ahead, and I think that's kind of why Canon-McMillan's complaining. I think they said an icing play, but I think it could have been a good call though, because that play by DeGangi was in the neutral ice zone on this side of the red line. So indeed, when it was forwarded towards the goal, it probably did go past the half of the center ice area. So 34 seconds remains here in the third, and both fans are into this game, and another icing play here by Canon-McMillan, and they're going to be whistled, and a face-off again in the attack zone. You got the Canon-Mac chance, the USC chance, and folks, they are into the action, and literally standing room only. Once again, 28 seconds remains. Oh my, Klein tried to win it on his own. Took the draw and wristed it from 15 and went right off the side of the net. Canon-Mac's going to chip it back to center, where Esherick will take a soft play, and Reggett says, get that out of here. Play comes back to Schneiders, and he'll bank it back to center with 8 seconds remaining here in the third. Little backhanded pass, looks for Odeker. He's going to pick it off, gives it to Sellup, give and go. Oh my, and that'll do it. And a mini breakdown at center, and Schneiders and Sellup. Well, they're going to play a 10-minute sudden death overtime period. And I guess at the end of 10, we still have to determine a winner. So they'll probably play another 2-minute intermission with another 10-minute intermission. So my guesstimate is it'll go one more 10-minute period here. If there is no scoring, they'll probably clean the ice. They'll give the players about a 10-minute break, and we'll come back for a 5th period with probably another 10-minute session here. But it's sudden death, folks. One season is on the line, and hopefully the winner is the guy in the white uniform. Winner again to advance to the Mellon Arena a week from tonight, March the 18th, Wednesday evening. That is quite an extravaganza. I believe one ticket gets you into both games, kind of very similar to the NCAA Final Four basketball, where you buy the ticket to get into the game, and you are able to watch the Shaler Mount Lebanon game and the Seneca Valley and the winner of this contest game 1 week from tonight at the Mellon Arena. The finals also will be at Mellon Arena and probably will be on a weekend. Not sure if it is the Friday right after the Wednesday or if there is a 1 week break as well. Well, you start all season long. You start with tryouts and pickups in the summer months, the summer leagues. We start the season in November. The broadcasts go for 3 months. And here we are, folks, with 10 minutes on the clock. Sudden death. First goal to score advances to Mellon Arena and makes the Final Four, the Frozen Four of our Penguin Cup. And that'll do it. Face-off is dropped, taken by Montigua. He'll drive it down deep behind goaltender Reggett, where Esherick will do the spinorama move. Right back on the tape is St. Clair. Klein's going to take a shot, a rebound play, and a good save by goaltender number 26, Polanis. Oh, a good sign here. Panthers lead the rush out. Transition game for the Panthers has been working all season and indeed in this game. As I said, end to end, oh my, and a shot there by Lewis, and he's had the motor going from the left point, and again, a defense decided not to play that. A good play there by Celup to keep it in, kept it back where Klein will take it, a rebound shot, oh my, right in front, and two Panthers were there. Esherick with another golden opportunity. Be careful here. A 3-on-2 develops. Montigua, oh, what a hit by Lewis. And he's going to take Montigua hard into the boards. He's able to keep his blade. Right back on the attack. Oh, my, and Klein, there's a heavy hit. And he's down. He's hurting on his side. And finally, a whistle's going to go. And I'm not sure if it was a stick that kind of sometimes can get jammed in the corner board, and he is down on the ice, and his stick indeed is on the ice. Number 11, Klein, might have found that stick getting lodged into the board area, and when a collision ensued, he's breathing. It could have been the wind maybe knocked out of him. You hate to speculate here, but he tried to get up, and he is now getting up very quickly. And probably perhaps a hip pointer or the wind knocked out of him, but I'm not sure necessarily if it actually came from the hit, but it could have indeed come from the stick that was also lost and down on the ice. 9 minutes remaining here in the overtime, fourth overtime period here. First overtime period, fourth period on the evening. USC giving it the "we can't hear you" line. They are definitely in the advantage as far as fans are concerned, but Canon-McMillan, nothing to be ashamed of. Boy, I tell you, they have a tremendous fan base here, and it is very impressive. Here we go with number 21, Esherick, and he's going to lead the rush. Comes back into the corner. Going to be played by Murray, helped out by Segerdahl. Back to the point where a shot on, oh my, and a screenshot. And once again, this Segerdahl, Murray, and Parker Phillips line has been incredible here for the Panthers tonight. And a brilliant shot from the point and a screen saved by Polanis, and once again that shot right on, and he gives up no rebound. Face-off taken and controlled by the Panthers. Back to the point to Ganji. He scores! And ladies and gentlemen, now we can relax. James to Ganji, the game winner at 8:20, and the fans go wild. You are winning. witnessing history, folks, an overtime win. James DeGangi with the game winner. And folks, we're going to Mellon Arena. Speechless, absolutely speechless. A fantastic game. The USC fans going absolutely nuts. Everybody standing. DeGangi with the wrister, and you saw it coming, folks. He had him from 30, and he tickled the twine. And the Panthers with a 3-2 overtime victory for old time's sake. Final four, folks. Upper St. Clair will advance to the Penguins' Final Four 1 week from this evening on a spectacular game by both sides of the equation. And you'd have to be here to believe this one, folks. An unbelievable contest. Really a nice sportsmanship gesture here. I think this is incredible that high school hockey can do this. Even in the pros, in the playoff ranks, they always join at center with the proverbial handshake. Many of these players also play on varsity and other sports together. So a heated battle on the ice. But when it's all said and done, most of these players really respect and admire one another. So folks, I tell you, an incredible contest. If you missed this one, shame on you for 6 weeks, but you have another opportunity a week from tonight, and hopefully we take the high-def Panthers television network show on the road 1 week from tonight at the Mellon Arena. So for Bonnie Livingston and all those at Channel 7, the season continues, folks. This is Kirk Carruth on a joyous night for St. Clair hockey. Good night, everybody.